Hello and welcome to your practice. Today our posture is legs up the wall. So you will of course need access to a wall for this, and you might like to have a few other props on hand like a bolster or a pillow, or you could even use a block. And some people like to use a strap for this one as well. So grab a few props, find a spot near the wall, and we'll get ready for some different variations of Vipariti Karani, which is legs up the wall. A lot of people struggle to get into legs up the wall, and they come towards the wall and sort of scooch themselves in, and they can't feel like they're getting close enough. So I'll show you an easier way. To begin, start off of your mat because you're actually going to be rolling backward onto the mat. Then lift one butt cheek up onto the wall. You really want to get lifted onto the wall because otherwise there'll be a big gap between your body and the wall. From here, use your forearms on the floor for support as you roll down and back. This should put you pretty close to the wall. And some people will be happy right here. Some people will need a little more support. So I'll show you a few options that you might like to try. One of the options is to take a bolster, bend your knees, place your feet right on the wall for support, and roll up. Then you can slide a bolster right underneath your sacrum, and then slide your upper legs, your tailbone right against the wall. This feels really settling and comfortable. If you don't have a bolster or you like a little firmer support, you could use a block in its place. From here, you can try some different options like taking your legs wide on the wall into a straddle position. Or you can bring the soles of the feet together and come into a butterfly on the wall, a diamond shape with the legs. Some people want a little bit more support in their legs up the wall. So you can take a strap and place it around your upper thighs. I usually encourage people to use it around their upper thighs rather than the calves because it just feels a little bit more supportive there. Now you don't have to do the work of squeezing your inner thighs together to hold in place. And that's important in this posture because you really want to feel so comfortable as it's a restorative position. So you want to get to where you almost feel like you could fall asleep. Let your shoulders roll back. And just like in any restorative posture, you can stay here for as long as you want, as long as it feels good. I love to practice this posture for 5 or 10 minutes before bed to help settle the mind, to decrease any swelling in the feet. And when you feel like you've had enough, remove the strap if you're using one, and just roll to the side and press up. But while we're here, I'll show you a few other nice things you can do from this exact position. If you're using a prop, you might want to remove that and roll your shoulders back and down. Place your feet right against the wall, and you can roll right up into a bridge from here. This actually is a great place to enter eventually into shoulder stand. Just placing your hands right at the sacrum and trying one leg, lifting up, or the other, or eventually both. The wall is right there for you when you wish to return and lower down. Spend a little time back in that legs up the wall position, and you'll really be building your shoulder stand practice. Another option that I like is a figure 4 stretch. For this one, you'll probably have to move back away from the wall a little, and then cross one ankle just above your knee and bend. Take a few breaths here on this first side, and then switch. When you're finished, roll over to your side and gently support yourself as you come all the way back up to a seated position. So legs up the wall, of course, can be done in the center of a room. If you happen to be like in a group yoga practice or you just don't have a wall on hand, you can just stretch your legs up an imaginary wall and receive a lot of the same benefits. If you've got tight hamstrings and it just doesn't feel good to your legs or to your back, you can get a lot of the same effects by just placing your bent knees, placing the bottoms of your legs on a chair or a bench or even the edge of your bed. That will help to ground and settle your lower back and give you that gentle inversion that is so nice in legs up the wall. But it'll take all of the strain out of the backs of your legs. So feel free once again to stay as long as you like. This concludes our breakdown of legs up the wall. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your practice or thank your body for showing up for you today. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.